Hello, fellow simmers. It is me, Maya, here today, and I have another speed build. This is my cozy starter home speed build. First, you see me starting off with this room tool that I didn't really like too much, so I probably won't be using that again. I decided to make this house out of three large boxes, kind of how my other house went. So, in this house, I wanted to base everything off of the front door, kind of how I did in my last build that I posted. If you haven't seen it, it should be at the end of this video. You can scroll to the end. Yeah, you can either scroll to the end or finish watching this and see it later. I worked really hard on this build and my other build, and I will have some more builds uploaded for you guys because I have just been having the time of my life building things in The Sims. So right now I'm working on the kitchen, and the placement of the refrigerator was really just, it was a struggle. Okay, I really struggled on where I wanted to put the counters and where I wanted to put this refrigerator. So you can see me alt placing things because I wanted it to look like close together because like the gap was kind of weird to me. So also I have to like add the archway because I didn't have any doors while I was creating the kitchen, and that was going to be a problem later on because if you put all the walls and like put everything on the wall and you don't put any doors, then you're going to be struggling later on, like where am I going to put a door? That's my dilemma. So here I am adding more things, and you can see, sorry, that I have absolutely no lighting in here. I have no windows. I just have a front door, which is letting in like 3% light. I can barely see. And I'm sorry if this bothers you, the way the little like pantry is. I'm gonna move it over later on. I just wanted to tell you so that anyone's OCD isn't bothered too much by it. Here I wanted to add a seating area, so I decided to come up with an island instead of using a table because it just wasn't going to look right. Now this island was way too wide, so I had to take off the middle. Then I wanted three bar stools. Even though there are only two Sims living in this house, I wanted three bar stools because two bar stools looked kind of odd to me. So you can see me adding that here and alt placing, adding more cabinets and counters. This isn't the cheapest starter home you could buy, if you want to be completely honest. I did really enjoy making it though. Um, it's it was out of my comfort zone. I don't really use the color blue too much when it comes to my home builds, but this time I was like, yeah, I want to do this. So the kitchen is almost complete. I'm adding a wall color, and I was like, why not be bold and make the walls blue in here? So you can see me adding paint to the living room area, which is, I don't want to say multi-purposeful because it's just the living room, and I just put two sofas and a bookcase. You see me changing the floor a lot in here. I wanted to go for like a wood flooring instead of tile in the kitchen. Like, have you guys ever seen those wood tiles? You can get them at like Lowe's and Home Depot, but like they snap together and they look like wood, but they're really like, I don't want to call them laminate. Are they laminate tiles? And you can spill water on them and they'll be perfectly fine. But they look like wood and they're really, really nice. Um, so that's kind of what I was going for in this house. Also, you see me adding a rug, sizing it up because I really like that rug. I really do. By the way, all of my builds are base game, as you can see, and it'll stay that way for a while. This is also in the gallery. My gallery name is the same, or my origin ID is the same as my YouTube channel username. Afoxoncetoldme, in case you want to download any of my builds. I have posted, to date, right now, it's the 21st of April of 2020. I have posted like 3 new builds in the past like 2 days. I just did a build this morning, so if you want to check them out, you are more than welcome to. Using me adding in some drapes, I decided to go for long blue and white ones. I never use curtains or drapes in a lot of my builds, but recently I've been putting them in because I've been posting a lot of my builds in the gallery, and I want my builds to be complete so that whenever people download them, they won't have to add too much themselves except for like maybe some personality. Also, I split that big room in half and created the master bedroom and bathroom because this is just a one bedroom, one bathroom house. It's very simple. Here I am trying to figure out some lighting in this room. I ended up going for the little dollop light that prior to this I don't think I used. And if I did, I didn't use it a lot. I also used that box light that I never used. So this was just a house where I was going to get out of my comfort zone. You can kind of see in this frame that I used the navy sink inside of the kitchen. I really like how it looked. I really like how this entire house turned out, and I hope you guys like it just as much as I do. I also want to talk the new pack. Okay, so Nifty Knitting Stuff sounds like a really good name for it. I don't know if you guys have seen it yet, but it just sounds really cool. And I will be working on getting some new stuff. I don't know. I kind of want to download some more custom content, and maybe I'll make a video on that, doing a whole house with custom content. But that seems like a lot of stuff I would have to buy, unless I just make a tiny house. Well, not buy, but download. You know what I mean. I could probably make a tiny house. I could really do that for another speed build. Just let me know in the comments. So here's the master bedroom, adding some windows. These are the tall wall. This is the tall wall height, excuse me. And I put the windows at like a regular height, how they would normally be, just because, I don't know. I like the tall ceilings, like, cause I'm from Texas, and here in a lot of the houses, at least newer houses, have very tall ceilings. Like my ceiling is really tall, but my window's kind of tall too. But the Sims doesn't have like those medium sized windows, like the not floor to ceiling windows, because that's not like what I was going for. I was going for more of a window that's like right in the middle, you know. But I don't really have that right now, and I'm working with what I have, and I'm pretty okay with that. So we are halfway done with this build. This build took me like a few hours. Well, maybe not a few hours. I think it took me like an hour and 45 minutes maybe. Which isn't that bad because I did a build yesterday that I literally spent 3 hours on. It was really crazy. So here I am adding some decor to the bathroom. I want to talk about these tile walls. I used them in the last build. I actually did this build before the other one, but this one is going up after. I love the tile walls. I did not know that they had these because I never look in the tile section on the build catalog, but on this day I did, and I really like how it turned out. Now, I was struggling here to find artwork for like half an hour because I just could not find artwork that fit this room. You can see a lot of jump cuts because I didn't know what I wanted to do. Nothing looked right in this room. Like, there was nothing the right kind of blue that just wasn't obnoxious, because a lot of these paintings in The Sims are obnoxious. I added an easel just so they can have like a skill building object in addition to like fun from the television, because other than that, there's no other fun item in here. Unless your Sim is like a bookworm and they like to read, because I did add a bookshelf, if you saw earlier. Once again, this build is on the gallery if you want to download it or see it like closer up, because I did not add too many screenshots. I don't think I added any screenshots, but we'll see. Also, here I am just going around the house, seeing how it looks. I'm going to start adding like brick and things. I didn't know exactly what I was going for when it came to like the brick and siding. So I wanted to do this like light tone just because I did not want to take away from the door. I did not want to take away from the door. I wanted the door to be like the main focal point in this house. Because the windows are very basic. You know, everything about the house is pretty basic on the exterior. I kept it that way even with the quote-unquote landscaping I did, which was barely landscaping. So yeah, you see me just fiddling around with things, and I picked a siding that looked really cool. Now I'm adding a roof to this house, and this roof, may I say, was pretty good for me, because normally my roofs look so bad, but this time it did not. I did not use that ugly roof piece. I'm sorry. I don't I don't like that one. Unless it's for like a little small part of a house that's just like sticking up, then I won't use it. So you see me editing the roof a little bit. I had fun building this. I had really fun, like, I had a lot of fun, sorry, um, doing all of these things. As you guys can probably tell, I'm not like the best person to sit here and talk during a voiceover, but I will probably break out of my shell soon. Leave your comments about like what kind of improve on, and also what builds you want to see, because I'm doing this for like me and you guys. I have fun building and I really like fun challenges, and I think you guys will really like a build that I'm coming up with pretty soon. I'll probably post it in the next few weeks, because I think I'm gonna go with like an uploading schedule right now, either every other day, like on odd days, or like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or once a week every Monday. I might do once a week, but because I keep recording like every day, so I don't want to get too backlogged when it comes to like editing and things. So we'll see where it goes. I think you guys will really enjoy some of the builds that I have recently done, and even this one. So this one is a little expensive starter home. If you have an affluent little starter couple or just a single sim, it's fine. Being single is cool. So, move your sim in here. They will have plenty of fun in their cute little cozy home. So I'm adding the stairs, and I don't know what's going on with this door. It totally glitched out on me, but I got to put it back. Here I go. I'm about to add in some landscaping with quotation marks, because the landscaping isn't really landscaping when I do it, but I tried a little bit. You see how I was laying out my dirt pattern, because I normally do this first and I make my plants follow like the dirt, but it just was not working. Because of how the house was built, a lot of things were going to clip inside and it just didn't look really good. A lot of the trees are too big. I didn't want them to clip on the inside. Add a little more dirt so it looked a little realistic. I didn't like the first color too much, so I darkened it. And I'm going to go into debug soon. I think I went into debug to get some landscaping tools. Not tools, but just a few hedges. Just because the house looks a little like plain in the front, and I did like this table and chairs that I put outside. They can spend a lot of time outside. This house is set in Willow Creek, and most of the houses in Willow Creek have a porch, a front porch, but I did not add one on this house. So to compensate for that, I have the table and chairs for the two sims, or even one sim and a friend, to sit outside and just enjoy nature and enjoy their neighbors and just get some fresh air, because everyone needs fresh air. I hope you guys are getting fresh air while we're at home, because it's a lot going on, guys, and I hope everyone is safe and that you are enjoying being safe inside of the comfort of your own home. So I really wanted to add some kind of floral arrangement, some flowers, a hedge with flowers on it, not a hedge but a bush, and I just could not find what I was looking for that fit that space. Even the fountain, I was like, what about a fountain? But no, it didn't look good. So I tried this big flower box. Everything just looked really bad, honestly. So I ended up going with this flower cart that you'll see later on. I did not like this. Okay, here's the flower cart. It wasn't that much of an improvement, but it matched my table and chairs. If you guys enjoyed this build, stay tuned for more. Subscribe, comment what you'd like to see next. See you later.